Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia. Welcome everybody. Today I am doing a part 1 out of 2 parts of this setup that I'm about to do. First part will be a prep, and I want to show you a DIY custom frames, how I make them, how I do them, what I use, and all that. And the second part will be actual balloon setup with whatever I will be making today. So everything will be linked and listed in the description under this video. Go ahead and check it out. And without any further ado, let's go. First things first, let's revisit how I made this arch and what I used to make this actual arch. Here are the frames that I am working with today. I got them at Home Depot. I don't remember how much I paid for them. I will enter the price somewhere over here for you guys to see. Measured the exact height that I wanted. It's 7 feet. I marked it over here. So this part I need to cut off. Also, this board is a little too wide for me, so I want to shorten this board just a little bit by like probably this much. This part was the hardest, so I measured and marked middle of my frame, used a string or a belt to draw the half circle, and started cutting. To transform this arch into something that I will need for my next setup, I want to strip this arch from this wallpaper and grab a new one that will fit like a glove into my next setup and remake this arch. I am simply lifting my wallpaper and carefully and slowly peeling everything off. You might ask, why don't I flip this frame and just layer another layer of wallpaper on top of this layer? Why? Because when I was laying this wallpaper on top of my foam, I didn't know how to properly lay the wallpaper, so I do have a few air bubbles on the wallpaper side, and I don't want to have those air bubbles, so I want to strip this clean and redo it again. My foam frame successfully stripped from the old wallpaper. It was a fun experience peeling off like strips of wallpaper. That wallpaper did not damage this foam. It peeled off very nicely without taking off any chunks of foam, which is great. That means I can reuse this foam arch many times with different patterns and different wallpapers. When layering down your wallpaper, my best suggestion is to stick the wallpaper with smaller sections. So peel off a little bit at a time. So about like 10 inches. 10 inches peeled off, glue it on your foam, and then peel off more and smooth it out and go by little sections. So why? Because once you peel off a big section of this sticky wallpaper, you might have a lot of air pockets between the foam and wallpaper, and it's going to be a little bit harder to get rid of them afterwards. So here's what I'm doing. I am unrolling my wallpaper and giving about 5 inches overhang over the very top of my frame, right here, and also on sides, because you want to cover sides of the foam frame. Okay, it looks great. Now I also have something heavy on top of my wallpaper, holding this wallpaper down to make sure that the wallpaper does not move. Also, another thing, make sure that the strip of wallpaper is laying nice and straight and it doesn't go sideways. I always get nervous with my first strip of wallpaper, always. So peeling off a little bit at a time. Curve this paper underneath and glue the first section so it will hold. Peel off just a tiny bit more so your wallpaper will catch as much as it possibly can on your frame, and smooth, 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 smooth. Okay, as you can see, section of the wallpaper that touches the foam is holding on to the foam right here, and the rest of the sticky wallpaper is hanging. Let it hang, finish the rest of the length of your wallpaper, and we will come back to this section. Reached the bottom of the foam frame, unroll a little bit of your wallpaper and cut enough so it would wrap underneath and to the other side of the foam frame. And finish the process. Lift the bottom of your frame and tuck in that tail that was left. Now folding this access wallpaper to the opposite backside of our foam frame. Try to wrap it as tight as possible so the wallpaper will hug the curve of your frame. It's okay if your wallpaper will have creases like these, like I have here. Roll of wallpaper. I am ready to lay down my second strip of wallpaper. Now, the most probably nerve-wracking thing to do here is to match pattern from my first strip to my new roll. Let's see. Here I am with the second strip of wallpaper. I matched these arches as close as possible together, the pattern. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but I got as close as possible to perfection. Also, it's very important to layer your wallpaper that it lays as straight as possible and it doesn't go sideways. Once your wallpaper goes sideways, that underneath foam frame will get exposed. So be careful, pin down your second strip with something heavy so it would lay nice and flat and without any movement. I have two heavy boxes, I will show you in a second, on top of my second strip of wallpaper, so it's holding it down so I don't move left or right more or less. So these are the boxes that I've placed on top of my second row of wallpaper. They will make sure that my wallpaper will stay put on one spot. And trying to really layer this as best as possible. One more thing that I want to mention, in the back you can see that the edges of the wallpaper kind of unglue and they are sticking out. To prevent that from happening, you can always grab a duct tape or any other tape that will stick to foam and tape these edges down to your foam. The most commonly asked question, well, it looks beautiful, but how do you stand these frames out of foam up? Well, I am using these poster stands from Amazon. I will link them in the description under this video. So this time I will be using two. I love these stands because you can make them higher, you can make them lower, and for this size of frame we need something lower for more stability. So raising this up and putting this frame right on my poster holders, just like this. Let me scooch you closer to show you what I'm doing next. To secure my frame on the holders, I am grabbing my duct tape. I am peeling off a big piece and taping everything to the stands. I decided to try something new, so I grabbed tape 260 balloon, taped the balloon to the foam with tape, and now I'll just tie the 260 to my stand. I think it's even a better idea than just using tape. And to finish this off, to completely secure the bases of my poster holders, I am putting on sandbags. I got these sandbags on Amazon, absolutely love them. They are black, they look classy, they look professional. They are split in two, as you can see, two sandbags. They are connected with a handle for easier transportation. They hold pretty good amount of sand and will give you a really nice weight on the bases. So sandbags are on. Now we're ready to construct something beautiful around this frame. One more thing that I wanted to mention about these poster stands, you can always paint them to match the setup that you're doing, so they would not be as noticeable. I might cover them, I might paint them, haven't decided what I want to do with them, but overall it looks awesome. With this frame, I threw in a few other pieces of decor just to complete and show you what it can be without balloons. In my opinion, just like this, it can be one beautiful setup for a party. So I got these lemons at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of those stores a while ago. These came from Amazon. I will link them in the description under the video, and I will link these columns. You guys, these columns are absolutely stunning. Look at the design. They are very modern, very interesting, very fresh compared to older columns that we always see. They fold together, so it's easy peasy storage. They won't take up a lot of space. These toppers on the columns, they do fold in half, and they are becoming twice as small. So again, amazing for storage. I will link them in the description under this video. Check them out. This is it, you guys. This is what I have for you today. I hope this video, this idea will help you out to step out of your comfort zone, try something new for your party, for your next setup. I hope it inspired you. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will try my best to help you out. Also, every single supply will be linked and listed in the description under this video. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos, and I hope all of you will have a wonderful day, and I will see you back very soon. Bye!